Now it's time to learn how professional editors would be likely to edit a project. I'm going to start by zooming back out down here on my Scene 1 timeline, and I'm going to take that clip that I've already got into my project, and I'm going to move it over to the beginning. That was my medium shot. Oh, notice as I'm moving to the beginning, I'm scrolling left. Be sure to scroll all the way to the left. Aha! I'm going to zoom out so I can see my clip. Then I'm going to grab it and move it all the way over to the left. And get used to this, zooming in, zooming out with your slider so you can see everything. All right, so I've got one edited clip. It happens to be my wide shot, and I've got it right at the beginning of my scene. Over here on my external hard drive and my first name, last name, I don't see my video clips anymore because I moved them all into that Shoot 1 folder. So I'm going to double click on that Shoot 1 folder, open it up, and I should see my video clips again. Mine start down here. There's my wide shot, and the next shot that I'm going to look for is my medium shot, and that should be the next one in there. And so here we go with the trim and drop editing technique. Double click on a clip. It opens up into the source editor. Trim by setting in and out points. In this case, it's a very short clip. We just want a tiny little piece of it. So I'm going to do I for in right there, O for out right there. And then I'm going to grab it and drop it into the timeline right next to the first one. And just proceed and go down the next clip and do the exact same thing. Here is my, well, let's look at this timeline again, at this storyboard. The next one is supposed to be our medium close-up. So here's my medium close-up. Double click to get it in the source editor. Set an in point, set an out point, and drop it into the timeline right after the last one. You can probably see where we're going here. Just double click on your close-up, find an in point, find an out point, drop it in the timeline. And then you should have an extreme close-up. Double click on the extreme close-up, set an in point, set an out point, drop it in the timeline. Now we can start learning how to scrub back and forth through that as we tell a story of a piece of video, going in and out, going further and further in as we zoom in on that. So we now have a video that we're building up here, which we can watch in the program window. We have the source window where we trim our individual clips. We have the list of all the clips that are available to us down there, and then in the project bin is just the ones that we've used so far in our project. Now would be a good time to save if you haven't already. File, save. That was the trim and drop workflow that most professionals are going to use to trim a clip quickly and then drop into the timeline over and over again.